Hello, welcome. I am Mac10. Today is March the 16th of 2012, and this is Diablo 3 status update episode number 14. And we're not talking about the release date because it is May 15th. What we are going to do from now on is talk about news. What's going on in the Diablo world, and I'm going to give some opinion on it, and I'm going to talk about things that aren't on Blizzard's website 9 out of 10 times. And if I do talk about them, I'm not saying the same thing Blizzard is about them. So, moving on to our first order of business, I'm also going to sort of give an outline of what I want to touch base on at the beginning of every show. So for this show, we're going to be talking about the lag in my last video, the level cap being 60, the pre-release and people supposedly hacking it, DirectX support, hero names for the Battle.net issue, and for WoW players, the right over the Collector's Edition, and I'll get to that. So, first thing is lag in my status update 13 video. A lot of it was caused by my computer because I'm running at such a high resolution, but a lot of it's also caused by Blizzard's server side. My connection is not the best in the world. My upload's extremely slow, but my download's actually quite fast. That was the most I've ever lagged, ever playing an online game. StarCraft 2 does not lag like that. League of Legends doesn't lag anything like that. So it was clearly increased server traffic in status update 13, and when I recorded that video, it was also it was yesterday. So it was when everyone was trying to get online because everyone was excited about the game because we finally got a release date. So next thing is the level cap is going to be 60. It's going to be a lot like World of Warcraft. In World of Warcraft, everything started with a level cap of 60, moved up to 70 with the first expansion, then 80, then 90. I don't know how many expansions Diablo 3 is going to have, but I know it's going to have at least 2. So you can expect it to go up to at least level 80, I would say. And moving on to the next thing, the pre-release hacked. Well, there's an article that was on, I believe it was on Diablo Fans was what the website was called. Yeah, DiabloFans.com. I'll link it at the bottom of the video here. And it's hidden. It's supposedly someone that has cracked the retail package. He didn't actually crack the retail package. What he did was he used a hacking tool that lets you teleport to various areas within the beta with his beta account on Blizzard's public server. He either did that, or he did it on an emulated private server in which he created all of those monsters and loot tables, etc. But more than likely what he did was he used a third-party program to hack Blizzard's public beta server and go to areas he's not supposed to. Basically hack to teleport to a waypoint wherever you want. So, that's basically what that is. It's not that he hacked into the game and played in a sandbox mode, because the game it doesn't work like that. Monsters don't exist on the game unless the game has a steady connection to the internet. It's like World of Warcraft or any other MMO. All of that is created server side, and nothing but the monsters themselves. The monsters are stored on your computer, but where the monsters are, what they do, what damage they do, and what they drop is all stored by Blizzard. So if you try to play the game in some sort of single-player hack, you're basically going to have to get a private server that's built from the ground up, like people do to try to pirate World of Warcraft. It's really good privacy or copyright protection for Blizzard, and it's just you get a shitty experience, or you just pay $60 and buy their product. So, moving on to the next thing, DirectX 10 and 11, specifically DirectX 11, they want to support in the future. What does this mean? This means that you can support 4, maybe 8, don't hold me to 8, but I know you can support 4 simultaneous processors, which is a huge deal because I have 4 processors. Most new computers have quad cores. I'm lagging because I can only use 2 of my 4 processors on the game because it runs off of DirectX 9. So once it runs off of DirectX 11, it will be a lot more flexible, and it will have a lot more different options you can choose from, and you'll have, they're trying to implement backwards compatibility too, so there's really only a gain from that. There's no real drawback for people that can't run DirectX 11. So, the hero names, the Battle.net issue, people were complaining that hero names weren't being displayed properly. You just got people's battle tag. Well, there was so much backlash on the Blizzard forums that they've stated that for the official release, you're going to see the player names. You're not going to see the battle tag hovering over somebody's character, which you really should be rejoicing over this, because the battle tag, anyone can have any battle tag they want, because Blizzard attaches a code to that battle tag, and then Blizzard can immediately identify you anywhere, anytime, on their forums, on their games. It's basically their version of the real ID, except they're giving you a real ID nickname. So you should be very happy that they're going to, not just for quote-unquote role-playing purposes or fun purposes, but for real privacy purposes, it's good that they're just going to have a character's name and not your battle tag following your Diablo 3 character. And the last thing is for World of Warcraft players. What Blizzard's doing for World of Warcraft players is that Blizzard is going to implement a system where if you bought the annual WoW pass and you got a free copy of the game so you can play at 12:01 a.m. on May 15th, then if you buy the Collector's Edition and it arrives in the mail, you enter the Collector's Edition code, you get the Collector's Edition of the game, you get the StarCraft port, you get all the bonuses. And what happens is they convert the money that you spent on the game into being 4 more months of World of Warcraft. So it's basically saying, yeah, you can buy the Collector's Edition and combine it and get 4 months of World of Warcraft. But anyway, thanks for watching, and you can follow me at Twitter at MacX10. If you found this video useful and or entertaining, please subscribe and like it, upvote it on Reddit, etc., etc. Thanks again, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.